I am out still doing my night walk, y'all. So this video is going to be about when narcissists and sociopaths that no longer live with you say things like this, right? Well, what you doing with your time since I don't live there? What you doing with yourself? Now, in the process of them saying this, right, you're in a situation where you're supporting them in some way, whether it be with some paperwork, a doctor's appointment, emotional support. I mean, you came out to meet with the narcissist or sociopath to help, right? You're taking care of business out of the kindness of your heart, right? But you be wanting to say, well, one of the things I'm doing is I'm out to meet your ass right now, right? But see, sometimes you gotta finish up loose ends, and it's things you gotta take care of because you're in a responsibility situation where it just has to be done, right? So this is a good question that the narcissist will ask, because I can tell you where it's coming from, right? You got to remember this. Say if this narcissist is in high school, hypothetically, right? Or in college or whatever. You've already graduated from high school. So see, what the narcissist doesn't understand is what they think they doing, you already completed it. So if you finished high school and college and you got some extra time on your hands and you want to jog around the park all day on Monday and Tuesday, you've already accomplished what they need to accomplish. And what the narcissist also forgets is this. What things was I doing when you lived in the house? Okay, I went to the grocery store. I took my walks. I went to my appointments. I got my work done. Okay, I completed my goals. I was uploading YouTube videos. I was helping and supporting my family. I was praying. I was contacting good friends and relatives, and they were contacting me. I was washing. I was cleaning. I was fixing myself up pretty, combing my hair, wearing clean clothes, doing my skin. I was contacting any bill collectors to make payment arrangements. I was checking my emails. I was turning in paperwork when I needed to. I was going to events. I was going out to eat. Okay, this is the bottom line. I was watching religious videos, spiritual videos, so I can enhance on my prayer and put more spirituality in my life. Okay? So what the narcissists and sociopaths never understands when they ask you, what are you doing now? They never get this. The world does not stop because they toxic ass ain't in your house. Okay, so this is what you ain't doing no more. Listening to the bastard, whether it be him or her, cuss you out. Knock your things over. Destroy your property. Ain't no police head to roll up on you since the fucker's out, okay? And I don't care if it's your son, daughter, nephew, friend of the family since they was a baby. I don't give a fuck who it is. This is what ain't going on now. So the narcissist lives in this mindset that somehow, since you ain't got a motherfucker cussing you out, dirtying up your house, disrespecting the empathetic relatives that live there, stealing from them, these type of people actually fucking believe that you are fucking heartbroken on your deathbed not to have they asses around. And that's how they think. And it's not to say you didn't go through a grieving period. Remember, You have an addiction to these people too. And the addiction also comes from the emotional thinking and the fact that you actually love these freaking people. Okay, so there was a process you went through where you was sad because this is your relative, this is your loved one, this is your adopted relative, this is your friend. But when the narcissist asks you, well, what you doing with yourself now? They think you ain't got no life because they toxic asses ain't around. They really believe that. They really believe it. And I insinuated something to one narcissist. Well, in all reality, how do you think I feel when you're not around? I don't think they got it. You know, it's not that you ever wanted to turn out that way, y'all. But, and they also forget this. Another thing you're doing is you're taking care of business because you own, you rent, you have furniture, you have a light bill that you have to get caught up on. You got your phone bill, your rent, you have bills. So another thing you're doing is you're consistently paying your freaking bills. The people that are going out to work, you and yourself, I mean, not you and yourself, you and the other people that are in the house that work legitimate jobs, you're continuing to do that also. Basically, you're doing all the shit that they don't do. All narcissists fucking do is find them somebody to use. They laid up at somebody's house, male or female, eating up their damn food for free, using them. So see, what they should be saying is, what are they doing with their life? See, because at the end of the day, the supply sources that take on the narcissists and sociopaths are really doing the work. Okay, they're doing the work and they're handling the bills, they're cooking, they're doing all of that. Okay, so what you're doing when the narcissist is gone is the same thing that they knew supply doing. Cooking, going out to eat, purchasing the things that you need to purchase. So, I mean, I've had this said to me, what you doing with yourself? You probably ain't got shit to do. But I do. Because my life goes on whether a narcissist and a sociopath is in the house or not. But they think that you ain't got nothing to do, like you just laying around. And then they saying it to you when you out helping them. I mean, you could have appointments back to back. Back to back to back, y'all. You know, and the narcissist doesn't look at it like that. They really devalue what is going on in your life. And remember, when they're out of your house, this is another thing you got to remember that you got to really, really make very important to you. If you don't listen to nothing else in this video, when the narcissist goes and gets the new supply, they're not usually contacting you. I mean, especially if you're not supplying things like cell phones. You know, I did a video on that. So go to the cell phone theory video and you'll learn a lot from there. So, or you'll learn a lot from that video. But if you're not supplying cell phones and things like that, basically, okay, put it like this. The narcissist has done a discard. They got new supply. It could be an older woman, older man. It could be somebody their age, whatever. The new supply cooking for them, kissing their ass, making them feel like victims. But you know what the hell that narcissist is about, okay? So while they're over there doing that, and basically like using and manipulating that new person, right? how can I say it? I'm trying to figure out a way to say it where it's the right way. Okay, put it this way. This is going to be the most important point. When they're doing that, a lot of times you haven't been to the new supply house. You probably have been baited in to go. Don't go. Don't go to the fucking new supply house. Because you're not fighting over shit. That's the new supply fault. If they gonna let that fucking person use them and not pay attention to how they treating their family. The new supply got what they coming to them. Got what they got coming to them. Because they need to pay attention to how this narcissist is not contacting the first supply that's been down for them their whole life. And that's the new supply weakness, right? But the bottom line is this. When that narcissist is over there with the new supply, they're not telling you a lot of what goes on. I mean, they may see you and tell you a couple of things, but you don't know where they sleep at no more because they're not in your home. You don't know where they sleep at. You don't really know how they're interacting with that new supply on a full spectrum. You may hear some things here and there, but you don't fully know, right? So at the end of the day, that's how you gotta live. Okay, so the new supply is out of your element, out of your environment, right? So you gotta understand there's gonna be new things that are gonna be happening to you. You might take on a new job. You might start some online classes. That narcissist don't need to know the new shit that's going on in your life and the new things and stuff and accomplishments that's going on in your life. And the reason that is, for one, they left on bad freaking terms. They don't love you, okay? Not like you deserve to be loved. I mean, not like a genuine love. I mean, they just a user. So, like I said, this is going to be the most important part. Keep your life more confidential, okay? Because that's what the narcissist does. I mean, when they were in the house, y'all knew a lot of each other's business. But when that narcissist gets that new supply, they're going to be secretive. And you keep that narcissist out of your house and you be secretive. Just make that narcissist think whatever. I mean, you might even have plans to move out of state. You might have plans to move to a different home, apartment, or condo. I mean, you got plans. And you can think clearly now. Clarity should be coming to you where you can organize, clean more, set up you a little studio in the house to do your videos or video chat with your relatives and stuff like that, your Zoom meetings. I mean, you should have stuff going on. So when the narcissist asks you that question, like you ain't got shit to do, but they don't know what you got to do because they're so irresponsible. And this is going to be a narcissist. I mean, most narcissists that say this type of crap to you, they don't have their own places yet. Okay, so they don't fully understand the responsibility that it takes to maintain a place, whether you own or rent. Okay, you got a light bill you behind on. You need to get help with that. You need to figure out how to do a payment arrangement. Whatever bill you behind on. You might not be behind on anything, but it takes time to stay structured. Okay, that takes at least a little bit of your time. So that's the mindset that the narcissist is going to have. They look at you like you ain't got shit going on. But in actuality, if you use your time properly, since that narcissist and sociopath is out of your life and out of your home, maybe not completely out of your life, out of your home, you just got to fill your time with positive things, because now that wicked energy ain't in that house, that depressed ass energy. Yeah, they gonna blame their depression on you, but that fucker gonna be depressed deep inside. A narcissist is in their soul depressed wherever the fuck they at, whether they at your house or at somebody else's house. And they may not be depressed right away when they get the new supply, But eventually they're going to be depressed with the new supply deep in their soul. They might act happy, but they not gonna stay happy because the karma. You can't do people like that. You can't talk to somebody that wiped the shit off your ass when you was a freaking baby, that let you stay in their house your whole fucking life. You cannot talk to people like dog shit and find any level of real genuine happiness in your soul. It's not going to happen for the narcissist. So the way to respond to the question when they ask you, well, what you doing with your life? You ain't got nothing to do, or whatever that toxic ghetto bullshit they say, just don't say nothing. Just say, I've been doing the same stuff, man. What was I doing when you was there? Like, I had shit to do when you was there. They the ones wasn't doing shit when they was there. See, they really projecting they spirit on you, because when they asses was in the house, you was saying stuff like, can you please help me organize? Can you please help me clean? Can you please help me do this, this, and that? Can you please go to the hospital with me? Something's wrong with my knee. You were asking the narcissist to help you with a few things, and they refused. So they think you doing what they did when they were in the house, which is not shit. What the narcissist does is lay the fuck up in your house. A lot of them be suspended from schools. They be on probations. So they lay their asses up while they on a fucking, and when I talk about suspended, not no shit when we was growing up, okay, you get suspended 3 to 5 days, or you had a little dispute in a class or whatever. A narcissist can get fucking suspended 30 days, 60 days from school. Because they do shit like, oh, I want to bring some liquor or a weapon to school. They do shit like that. Narcissists and sociopaths oftentimes get expelled from school. Expunged, expelled, whatever you want to call it. They be put out of whole school districts. So they basically projecting what they did when they were in the house on you, because that's what they do. They lay up and get suspended and shit and just sleep all freaking day and stuff like that, and then wait on their buddy to get them their next vape and weed. That's what they fucking do. But then they want to project it onto you like that's all you do. And don't get me wrong, you may have a lot of anxiety, you may be stressed out or whatever, right? But I promise to God this, and I put this on everything I love. You always got more going on with yourself that's worthy and of value than a toxic ass narcissist and sociopath that's irresponsible. Not all sociopaths and narcissists are irresponsible, y'all. I'm talking about the irresponsible ones. The lesser narcissists, not the middle range narcissists, not the greater narcissists, the lesser narcissists. That low life motherfucker that just sit up, call they mamas, people that wipe they shitty asses, call they mamas and aunties and grandparents a bunch of fucking names. That bastard. You always gonna have more going on. I don't care if you 80 years old than that narcissist. But this is one of the questions they ask. What you doing with your time? What's going on with your life? You know? And so that's just how they're just kind of saying what's in their heart too, and how they look at shit. They not even realizing, well, what they got going on with their life, you've already finished it. So if they little ass is in high school, well, I mean, little fucker, I don't have to go to high school no more. I completed that. But they gonna treat you like you never finished school. Okay, so just create more activities, but the bottom line is what you're doing since the narcissist is gone. It's everything you did when they were there. You just can do it now and not be subjected to their belligerent, toxic, depressing behavior. You just don't have to deal with that. Now the new supply got to figure out that this is a depressed fuck that ain't about shit. They gonna get tired of it. Cooking for them, washing their clothes, kissing their ass. But the new supply lonely. The new supply is a sucker. And they're gonna regret that they didn't listen to you. I mean, basically you gave them a warning. But take care of your business and continue to do it. The narcissist is gonna be private, so you be private with what's going on in your life. Once they move out, try to make any interaction with them. I mean, you love the person or whatever. This is your relative or whatever, somebody that you got to help out for a while. But keep the interactions away from where you live. And stay away from where that narcissist lives. And the reason you do that is so you can't be lied on. You know, you can't be manipulated into taking the narcissist back. Just stay away. The narcissist, let them do the discard. I mean, that's just best for you. Just let them discard you, and keep your space. And at some point, this is gonna be a little sad, right? If they continue to be cussing and being belligerent when you do meet with them and help them, you're gonna have to discard them. Anybody that's cussing you out, calling you a bunch of bitches and niggas, whether it be the male or female they're calling these names to, calling you a bunch of hillbilly punks, and you taking their ass to the hospital to get their heart checked because they got a fucking abnormal heart test or abnormal lung or kidney, whatever you taking this narcissist and sociopath to get checked out. Because a lot of them will have health issues. I mean, anybody can have health issues. The empath or the narcissist, the normal or the narcissistic person. Any of these personality types can have health issues, right? But at the end of the day, when they're talking to you bad like that and it still continues, when you're out with them and they're doing it in public. I mean, you got these narcissists and sociopaths that'll cuss you out all in public at the hospital you're taking them to. It's sad, but you are going to have to, at some point, stay away from them permanently. You just can't continue to live like that because it ain't of the Lord. That's a demon. That's a demon, and they can't stop it. They won't stop it. They don't care about calling somebody a bitch or a nigga that wiped their ass when they was babies. They don't give a damn about that shit. They over there talking about, well, my new supply own, bitch. Yeah, my new supply owns a fucking house, bitch. You ain't shit, you renting. You just rent, bitch. I mean, you just rent, nigga. You don't own shit, nigga. I mean, this is how they talking to you. I mean, these are demons. These are demons. They're driven by demons. And because of their lack of faith, I mean, some of them, they were able to control the behavior because some of them stayed in church organizations. I mean, these kind of people need to be in a church or masjid or synagogue. They need to be in some kind of religious facility like all day long where they keep them there all day and night. This is how many demons that's on them that somebody need to pray and baptize off, y'all. But at the end of the day, it can't continue because it's also not good for the narcissist and sociopath. Because it just ain't good. And I mean, they're not gonna be able to stop it a lot of times because of the narcissism. They don't have no empathy for you. They don't feel nothing for you, and you could be their own mama and daddy and grandparents. They don't feel nothing. So they can't stop it because they don't appreciate shit you did for them. They don't appreciate it. How you gonna stop something that you can't appreciate? So anyway, This is how you should look at that question they ask you. And remember, they're saying to you, what you got going on, like you ain't got nothing going on. And just continue. I mean, just continue living your life and be grateful it didn't escalate. I mean, it could have escalated to somebody got killed, somebody got seriously injured. You injured them and you got arrested and locked up. And that's why you got to stay away from that new supply place. Because, see, they baiting you in to fight. Because, believe it or not, a lot of narcissists and sociopaths, even though you've taken care of their asses, they wouldn't mind seeing you locked up. And this is why. If you're arrested or jailed, you lose everything. You lose your place. You lose the relatives that's still in the house. You might lose your furniture, your vehicle, the little savings you do have or the big savings you have. You done lost your freedom. You can't wear regular clothes no more. You got to wear inmate, maximum security clothes because you done shot this fucking bastard 8 times. I mean, you are going to lose it. You know, it's just like, I would have never wanted my grandmother to ever be incarcerated. I mean, this woman had my back since the day I came here. But, I mean, we had our issues. We loved each other dearly, right? But I would have never, at the end of the day, wanted to see my grandmother in a jail cell or a prison cell. But see, the narcissists and the sociopaths of today's world, they don't think like that. They want their own parents and grandparents to go down. These are demons, you hear me? So that's why you got to stay from over their new supply house. Because, I mean, they didn't play victim, told a bunch of lies. You didn't have their ass on your cell phone plan for the last 4 years. They gonna tell the new supply she never supplied a cell phone. They gonna tell the new supply they never was enrolled in sports. When they asses then ran track. They done been in wrestling and basketball. You done took these fuckers to get physicals. But they gonna tell all these damn lies on you. And don't let it be a situation where the narcissist can do a full attack because they got another race involved. So the narcissist and sociopath gets off on that too because they can use that other race to hurt you because this other race can say, well, oh, you're ghetto. Black women shouldn't be mothers. White women shouldn't be mothers. They can use that race card to hurt you too because that new supply doesn't come from your same culture or race. Narcissists will do that too. A lot of times their new supply is a different race than you and that narcissist. So keep in mind, they pull that shit off. They'll go get a Chinese man to turn on you. And then the Chinese man will be calling you niggas and niggers. You'll be like, what the fuck? How the fuck is this Chinese man? And don't get me wrong, I'm just using that as an example. I've had the best experience with Chinese people. Japanese people, Koreans, they never caused me no harm. I'm just saying how the narcissists will manipulate any race, whether they're Chinese, Russian, or whatever. That narcissist is a sneaky ass manipulator, lowlife, demonic ass person. Okay, so what you're doing with your time is you ain't got to deal with that narcissist, and the spirit will be changing in your home gradually. That I mean, you may even feel a energy from certain parts of the house where that narcissist hung out, but that spirit over time should dwindle away. And help them from a distance, love everybody, but at the end of the day, if they can't stop being belligerent even when you meet them out, as sad as it may be, that's when full-blown no contact is going to have to take place, because you just can't go the rest of your life going out with somebody and they cussing and being belligerent and acting like some kind of crazy maniac, whether it be male or female. And stop blaming it on their bipolar. A lot of these people are not diagnosed. To keep it real, stop thinking everybody that treats you like that is bipolar. Okay, some people are just evil and they just act crazy. Stop putting it on that. Go back to biblical principles and recognize that Bible talks about good and evil. Yes, they have a personality disorder, but a lot of times we'll say, oh, well, they must be schizophrenic, they must be bipolar. You'll say that they got a bunch of other stuff that ain't nobody diagnosed they ass with. They're just mean. Okay, that's it. Stop blaming it on a mood swing. They don't like you. Anybody that you meet with that's calling you a bunch of names all out in public, they just don't like you. And over time, you got to get over it and let them go. I don't care if you watched them when they was a baby, they're your sons and daughters, or whatever their kinship is to you. It's just going to be better for them and you that a full discard be done. And unfortunately, they'll continue to use people. You can't control that. They're not in your house. Okay? You do things the legitimate way and the responsible way, and they do it the user way. Okay? So anyway, please like, share, and subscribe. And I was walking the whole time while I was doing this video. I'm around my home environment, y'all. I didn't go out to the streets and where all that traffic's at. So I just walked up the street from my home. So I'm in my property surroundings, y'all. And again, please like, share, and subscribe. And I love y'all so much. Thank you. Thank you for all the nice comments and the encouragement. I appreciate y'all so much. I appreciate everybody that takes the time to click on like, subscribe, and share. Please share this video. Thank you. Bye.